Yo, welcome to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for joining me here in Grand Theft Auto 5 as we try to solve the Chiliad Mystery. I'm RJ. I hope you guys are having a great December so far. We have some huge things planned at the channel, so definitely make sure to stay tuned. Now, in the last episode, I looked at hidden symbolism in the game. That's something that everybody's been very interested in since the start. One of the symbols that we've been looking at here for a long time is the eye. There's a bunch of hidden eye symbols found throughout San Andreas, and if you come to this cave, found right below the Altrust Camp, of course home to the hidden Jetpack symbol, you can see a message that says, "See the eye." Now, a lot of these messages that Rockstar hides really has something to do with a mystery or maybe unlocking something, but a lot of these messages still have gone unsolved. See the eye. I mean, there's so many eyes. Which one are they talking to? Will it somehow trigger something to do with the Chiliad Mystery? I did want to show off some hidden eyes here in this episode. Give thanks. Who the hell are we giving thanks to? And who are we praising? I think that's something we'll probably look at in another episode to come. But like I said, the eye is something that really stands out to me. You do have a sun symbol right above the fire, so maybe that can be taken as an eye. I do think there are some eyes that stand out quite a bit more. Let's go ahead and check out one that's not too far away from us right now, on top of Mount Chiliad. So here's where it all began, strangely enough at the highest point in San Andreas. Over here on the side of the mountain you can find some writing. Now this could be showing off the UFO that appears here at 3 a.m., especially because it does have the 3 lines above it. But the way that it is sitting on that structure, it could be the all-seeing eye. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be this mountain here, possibly a pyramid, or even a radio tower. So there's a good chance that that could be the UFO, but I also see some resemblance to the eye, and it looks a little bit different than a similar symbol found here at the Chiliad Mystery mural and also below this structure. Let's check this out now. This one has a message that tells us to come here when our story is complete. Seemingly another reference to the UFO here. As long as you come here with your story complete, you have 100%, and it is raining, then the holographic UFO will appear. But I think that this might be an eye, or at least pointing us towards another eye. That one there you can see is red. And if we come over here to the infamous Chiliad Mystery mural, this one also appears to be pointing out the UFO. You know, the way the mural is kind of encased in a mountain, and then at the top you have that little square looking thing that certainly could be the gondola hut that we're in right now with the UFO hovering above it. But unlike the other one there on the side of the mountain, that one has 5 lines above it, and I really do think that it might be an eye symbol. As you can see, there is a completely different UFO below us, and that one has the 3 lines. Interesting. Let's go ahead and move on. Now, this would be super cryptic if this is the eye that Rockstar had in mind. We are here at the Vinewood Sign, which of course does have 1 eye in it. Right above the sign, you can see a radio tower, which does look similar to the structure found in that drawing that we just looked at. And then in the background, you do have Mount Chiliad. Not too far away from the Vinewood Sign, you can find 2 unused amphitheaters. There's one over there, and of course one over here as well. Now, a lot of people have messaged me that they think the stages of these amphitheaters are making up an eye symbol. That does make sense. You know, this is a location where all eyes would be on you if you are on the stage. And considering these are unused locations in the game, we have had some theories revolving around the amphitheaters. But that said, you know, I'm not sure if that is the particular eye that Rockstar wanted us to look at. Let me know if you guys think that that might be symbolizing something involving the Chiliad Mystery. We did look at this mural a little bit in the last episode. You can see the eye right there. In fact, there might even be a spider web within that eye, so maybe that is a link to the hidden spider webs found closer to Mount Chiliad. You can see some stars here, and there's also some very crazy messages. Down here it says impossible, and there's a triangle shape. We need to look at this a little bit more in depth, I think. Now, this area reminds me a little bit of the biggest Easter egg from Grand Theft Auto 4, where you pretty much just go to the Statue of Happiness and walk through a door to get to a hidden area. There's an interesting looking door over here that has a light next to it. You think that when that light maybe shines a certain color, we can walk right through and find something. There's also these strange looking generators, or I don't know if those are air conditioning units or what. They look a little bit explosive. Let's see what we can do before we head out of here. Blow up, damn you! Not the helicopter. Well, not a big enough explosion. I'll see you guys at the next symbol. This one is extremely well hidden here at the Galileo Observatory. If you look at the top of the obelisk, you can see an orb. Now the way that the sun shines on that orb, it creates a perfect eye shadow. It is getting a little bit squinty over here on this side, but as long as the shadow is somewhere in front of the obelisk, it definitely creates an eye symbol, and I feel like this one is so well hidden that it might be the exact symbol that Rockstar is hoping that we would find, pointing us towards the observatory. Now the Galileo Observatory is based on the Griffith Observatory in Los Angeles, one of the most iconic areas in the entire city. Right below the observatory you have this tunnel, and this tunnel has been shown off in some pretty cool movies, including Back to the Future. So once again, this is a location that has not been used much. I know there is a mission that starts up here, but for the most part, I feel like this is an untapped location unless there's something that we have yet to unlock. You can see at the top, it has the same shape as the Zancudo UFO. We've tried to blow up these domes. If there's one place that I wish we can go inside and visit a brand new interior, I really do think it would be the observatory. I would like to see some stuff go on at some of the bigger buildings and maybe the stadium, but nonetheless, I really like that observatory, and I'm hoping that the eye symbol right there found in the shadow means there's something more to find. Here we are at the eye in the sky. If you look at the O in atomic, it looks to be a tire, but I also think it resembles an eye. I mentioned in the last episode how if we change perspectives, we might be able to find some symbols that we've yet to locate. In the distance, you can see the Ferris wheel. London has a gigantic Ferris wheel that they call the Big Eye, so maybe that's something we need to look at. But with the bird's eye view, a lot of these buildings tend to show off some interesting shapes. I did want to show off this one over here. If you look between these two buildings, you can see an obvious eye symbol, and this one really stands out because you have to have that bird's eye view to see it. There are also some other structures around here that seem to look a little bit like eyes. I mean, even the Maze Bank, if you fly way above it, definitely has an interesting shape to it. There's a gigantic spiral on the ground over here, and an odd-shaped pool, and right in front of us we have the Penrith building, perhaps the most obvious eye in the game. There's two really big clues that we've been looking at, not only to see the eye, but also to shoot for the stars, and you can see both clues are shown off right here. This is one of the very first locations I looked at when it comes to the Chiliad Mystery. On the Xbox 360 version of the game, I was flying right over here near this pyramid, and a red light was transmitted onto the skyscrapers as well as the Penrith Eye, so I thought that might be doing something. It turns out it's probably just some sort of lighting glitch that they fixed here on the Xbox One version, but nonetheless, I feel like with this eye being so obvious, kind of the opposite of the other ones being more cryptic, maybe this one, being that it has the same color as Michael, as well as the Epsilon, I think maybe there's something going on with Penrith. And I will also note, for those of you who don't know, if you scramble the letters in Penrith, you can make up the word sniper, and they are telling us to shoot for the stars. I've tried shooting these stars many a times, especially from over at the observatory where we can find a free sniper, but nothing has yet to happen. Let me know if you guys have any ideas when it comes to the Penrith building. Damn, I am not sure what game Jimmy's playing. It looks pretty insane. Looks like he has a flamethrower. I showed this one off not too long ago here at Michael's house. You have these barbecue spaceflight posters all over the place that have rockets on them, and to me they just look like eyes in disguise. There's even one hidden here on the back of Jimmy's door. I gotta say, guys, there is a ton of symbolism found inside this house. I will be showing them all off very soon as we look a little bit deeper into Michael. But there is one last eye symbol we need to find, perhaps the most obvious one of all. You can only see it at the early portions of the game, so don't miss it. It is found inside Franklin's aunt's house, suspiciously next to 6 stars, as we try to unlock the 6th star in Grand Theft Auto 5. This is inside of Franklin's aunt's house, the very first safe house that you get in the game. On the wall you have a poster with a triangle, stars inside, and a very intriguing eye above it. I'm not sure why they would hide this inside of her house. I mean, she's a very angry woman. She yells at Franklin quite a bit, and then you eventually move into your own house. But it is very obvious. It's got some crazy looking colors, and the pyramid below the poster as well. Maybe she's part of the Illuminati? I'm not too sure. Thanks again for joining up for the episode, guys. Make sure to let me know if you know of any hidden eye symbols that I did not show off in this episode. Also, stay tuned. We have some massive events planned here at Trippy Commentaries, including Operation Blizzard Takeover. Please let us know in the comments section below if you are able to team up with us and the rest of the Trippy Comms Mafia on the Xbox One. We have an epic episode coming up with Trippy Mike where we try out a 6-star theory. And also, we are going to attempt to transform into Bigfoot legitimately without using cheat codes. You can see the Bigfoot mission is unlocked here on this file, and we will be using that to try to transform into the mythical creature. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. I hope you have a great December. Thank you, as always, for tuning into Trippy Commentaries. And as always, stay trippy, my friends.